This is Hino's Sport, bringing you that heat and that fire. All right, we on to video number 4, man. Let's get it, dog. I told you, we getting it in. You know what I'm saying? We riding around and getting it. We riding around and getting it. We riding around and getting it. Now we're going to talk about David Benavidez versus Caleb Plant. This is my wishful thinking super fight at 168. Hear me and hear me well. There's no keep the foot on the damn necks in this one. This is just me talking as a three-dimensional thinker and giving you guys true boxing analysts. I give you that in every damn video, but I'm just going to strictly focus on that and give you my assessment of this fucking fight. I seriously don't believe that Anthony Dirrell is going to beat David Benavidez. I think a lot of people universally agree with me on that. I got David Benavidez stopping him anywhere between 5th to 7th round, you know what I'm saying, KO or TKO stoppage, either one. Now, some people have it earlier than that, but that's my prediction on it. Because I just feel that David Benavidez, his jabs, it's unreal. He knows how to keep you at the end of the jab. He knows how to keep his distance, and he has a lethal right hand. And his 1s and 2s are superior at 168. I just can't see how Anthony Dirrell, who's a very awkward fighter, you know what I'm saying, and who basically gets hit a lot, then he gets hit with enough punches by David Benavidez if he's going to hold up. See what I'm saying? So with me having David Benavidez get past him, right, via 5th to 7th round TKO or KO stoppage, however you want to predict it. You might have it earlier, but we all agree it's going to be a TKO or KO stoppage. Now let's get on to the super fight. Caleb Plant, aka Sweet Hands. This dude has been saying for months he wants David Benavidez. I love it. This is the best fighting the best. This is not that Vasily Lomachenko, oh, let me fight George Kambosos bullshit. Then you have David Benavidez, the best fighting the best. So I like about David Benavidez. See, a lot of people, classic Dolce and Troglodytes, thinks, oh, you only like black boxers. You don't like Mexican fighters. I told you there's 3 Mexican fighters that I love to watch. David Benavidez is one of them because I see the skill set in him. I see how he sets up his knockouts. You saw how he exposed Sean Constipated Porter in fucking sparring. That's why the Porters put the sparring video. They threw that away. They said, oh, don't show it. Because they do. But Earl Juice Smith don't need that. He's still going to expose his dumb ass because his ass can't box. David Benavidez is a boxer, man. He knows how to set shit up and he works the body. Love that about him. And he's a knockout artist, aka knockout specialist. But here's the thing with Caleb Plant. As skillful as David Benavidez is, Caleb Plant is more skillful than him. Let me say that again. Caleb Plant, aka Sweet Hands. That's why they call him Sweet Hands. That nickname didn't come for no reason. Go listen to James Toney. When James Toney was watching him spar, he was like, man, this dude is legit. And you know what I like about Caleb Plant? He's learning from the greats. He's learning from Roy Jones Jr. You know what I'm saying? He's learning from James Toney. He's learning, man. And if you watch Caleb Plant fight, every fight he's getting better, phonetically, skillful-wise. This man has skills, underrated skills, abilities, skills to fucking pay the bills. His skills are so good that David Benavidez, all of the fighters that he has fought, the skill set wise, is not going to be able to compete with what he's going to face when he goes up against Caleb Plant. Because Caleb Plant's going to show him something completely different. Stylistically, if you're a fan of liking different styles meshing together, this is a fan favorite stylistic different matchup because you have David Benavidez and the KO artist, KO specialist, right? That's the puncher boxer. And then you have Caleb Plant, that's the boxer puncher because he can knock your ass out too. He just doesn't do it in one emphatic blowful shot or a few blowful shots like David Benavidez does. It's an accumulation of punishment. It's an accumulation of beating your ass down, then he gets your ass out of there. But see, this is what I like about Caleb Plant. He has that underrated power like an Andre Ward. People don't pay attention to that. When Caleb Plant lands his punches, in no fashion, in no sense am I calling him Andre Ward. I'm not going to disrespect the great Andre Ward. I'm talking about in terms of underrated power of dropping your ass. Because that's what Andre Ward was doing. He was dropping motherfuckers. Caleb Plant can drop seriously and systematically David Benavidez when they fight. Because he's going to do this with his skills. Now, if you're talking about power, David Benavidez has that over him in leaps and bounds. But when you're talking about skills to pay the bills, Caleb Plant has that over him in leaps and bounds. This is why this fight stylistically is going to be a hard matchup. It's not going to be like it's not going to be like one is going to blow the other out. If you're an extreme David Benavidez fan and you believe he's going to win that way, then let me tell you something right now. Pump the fucking brakes. If you're an extreme Caleb Plant fan and you think he's going to win that fight, I'm going to tell you as well, pump the fucking brakes. It's that close of a fight. I'm not a fan of doing percentages, but in this fight, it actually has a percentage to it. It's about a 51 to 49%. And if I have to do the percentage, 51 is going to go in Caleb Plant's, because Caleb Plant is going to be the only guy at 168 that's going to have enough in his tank, arsenal-wise, expansive boxing ability-wise, skill-wise, something he brings to the table that David Benavidez has not seen. And he can mix it up, and he can change stances, man. This boy, Caleb Plant, they don't call him sweet hands for no reason. I call him white chocolate, dog, because he has that black slickster style in him, man. And he has that thing like nobody's business. Let me say it again. I call him white chocolate because he has that black slickster style in him, and he has that thing in leagues and droves. You see that with him. If you close your eyes and you was watching Caleb Plant, you thought it was a black fighter fight. You did not think the guy was white. And that is not taking nothing away from Caleb Plant and his skin color. It's just he's white chocolate to me, man. And you know I always gonna defer to the slickster style over any style in boxing, because to me that's the best style in boxing. Remember, the greatest boxers in boxing are black. I don't care if people don't want to accept this as the truth, but who's the greatest fighter ever? Muhammad Ali. Fucking skin color is he? He's black. Who's the greatest small man? Arguably, Sugar Ray Leonard. What fucking color is he? He's black. So, folks, there's certain things that we can't ignore. We can't excoriate here. We have to hit it on the bullhorn. Who's the best fighter of this era? TBE, Floyd Money Mayweather. Which era is it right now in boxing? It's the Spence era, along with Deontay Bronze Bomber Wilder era. They're all black, man. So we got to keep it real here. And when I look at Sweet Pea Caleb Plant, I see white chocolate, dog. That's my nickname to him. Because that boy can fight, man. He got some skills to pay the freaking bills. And if I have to pick someone to win that fight, I'm picking Caleb Plant because I think he's underrated. A lot of David Benavidez fans are going to say, man, David Benavidez is going to win that fight. I thought you was a David Benavidez fan. I am. I told you there's 3 Mexican fighters that I like. David Benavidez happens to be one. You know what I'm saying? Lindolfo Delgado happens to be another. This is the guy we should be talking about. I'm no damn Virgil Ortiz. Lindolfo Delgado is way better than some damn Virgil Ortiz if you really paying attention to boxing. And then there's Luis Nery, the guy that I know can expose Naoya Inoue. But they won't let Naoya Inoue fight that dude. Because that dude right there got the skill set to fucking beat his ass up. But they ain't going to let that fight happen because their next hype job is going to get exposed. But David Benavidez is the real deal. I'm not going to be mad if he wins the fight because I actually like him. But if I have to lean on somebody, because remember, that's me. I'm one of these men that are true men. I lean on a position. I double down with it with confidence and fortitude. This is what separates Hino's sport from the pack. I'm going to pick Caleb Plant. And that's not a wrong pick. I know a lot of people that wants to pick Caleb Plant. But if you pick David Benavidez, I wouldn't be mad at you either. Because it's just that type of fight that it could go either way. But I'm going to tell you right now, do not sleep on Caleb Plant. Because Caleb Plant has the goods to not only disrupt David Benavidez, but actually knock his ass out. This is Hino's Sport. Checking out.